without any disclosure of his status. They just deceitfully said Godwin Emiefele, maybe to deceive the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court to grant the order, without saying this is the man presiding over the affairs of the Central Bank of Nigeria. No disclosure as to his status in the averment made by the DSS. They merely state his name in the application, Godwin Emiefele, to tell you that ab initio, the foundation of what they are doing is illegality and nothing but illegality and criminality. The people that are supposed to secure the nation, they are the ones perpetuating illegality.
Justice Center, a well-known civil society organization, has praised Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, for declining an ex parte application brought before him by the Department of State Service, seeking an order to arrest and detain Godwin Emiefele, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. In a news conference on Tuesday, December 20th, 2022, the organization expressed its opinions on the 4DSS conspiracy to frame the CBN governor as a terrorist. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court denied the application because it lacked evidence and there was no authority from the President.
The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court stated, the respondent in this application is named Godwin Emiefele without any disclosure of his status or position anywhere. In a country in the 21st century, without any disclosure of his status and position, not even in an affidavit, it is left to speculation if Godwin Emiefele is the same person as the serving governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, a high-ranking public official in Nigeria, and indeed occupies a sensitive position as one of the key drivers of the national economy. This is what the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court is saying. If it is the same person, they find a speculative application, leaving it to the discretion of the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court to speculate whether the same Godwin Emiefele they are filing this case against is the same Godwin Emiefele that is presiding over the affairs of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Then the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court now said, therefore, an application of this kind should have evidence of approval of the respondent's boss, that is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that such measures are authorized to be taken.
The group's director, Barrister Kingdom Okere, complimented Justice Soho for standing tough in defense of the rule of law in the face of planned intimidation and harassment of the court by the secret police, saying,
by this single act, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court has clearly held up the torch of independence of the judiciary very high, that the world cannot see its brightness. He has restored the dignity of the judiciary, which has severally been attacked by the State Security Service, and asserted that indeed the judiciary is the last standing bastion of our democracy. Furthermore, Justice Soho lambasted the impunity of the State Security Service when he stated, and I quote in his ruling, it therefore seems that the applicant intends to use this court as a cover for an irregular procedure, which is unacceptable. Very unacceptable.
The group, along with others, demands that the director of the DSS be fired for undermining the president. In response, the Department of State Services stated that it remains focused on its mandate and cautioned that no amount of protest or intimidation will prevent it from carrying out its responsibilities. This was revealed by the DSS spokesperson Peter Afunaya in response to a protest by human rights attorneys and civil society organizations against an alleged plot by the DSS to frame the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emiefele, for terrorism sponsorship against Nigeria. The Department of State Services wishes to clarify that one of its rules is the investigation of matters of national security dimension. It has always discharged this responsibility in the overall interest of Nigerian citizens. As such, the service will continue to disseminate actionable intelligence to the relevant authorities devoid of any sentiment.